What's going on, guys? Omar here with 68 Charger Garage. Welcome back to the page. On this episode, we're going to be doing another video with the Jeep Gladiator. We're actually going to be installing a set of Hothead Headliners. My set came in about a week ago and I've been trying to install it, but as you know, I've been working on the 68 Charger and I've also been working on the LED lights for the front and back of the Jeep. So anyway, I finally have a little bit of time right here on this Sunday afternoon and I'm going to start installing this. To remove the top, there's a total of 6 bolts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back. And then there's a couple on top that I'll show you in a little bit. I'm gonna use the provided toolkit to remove these bolts right here. And then hopefully I'll be able to carry it out by myself and put it in the garage so I can start working on this. Before removing this last bolt, or actually before removing the top, we want to make sure that we unplug the connector for the defrost in the back. Ready to take the top off, so hopefully I can do this by myself and I don't mess it up too bad. The next thing I need to do is just essentially just give it a few passes with the sandpaper that they provide. That way it can get a little bit rough and the tape would stick better. And then I'm going to wipe it down and clean it with acetone. That way I can get everything put on there. So next step is just to clean it with acetone. I'm gonna do a couple of passes with this and hopefully we'll get a really clean finish. I will tell you guys to be careful if you decide to do it inside the Jeep, not to get it on your upholstery or your seats, because that would be pretty bad. This acetone does really stink, so make sure you're in a well ventilated area when you're doing this. When I got this kit, I opted to get the sand assassin, so I'm fixing to lay those out in the indentions of the top. I just finished putting the Sound Assassin tape on pretty much everything with the exception of this little section that is connected to, or should be right over the area of the GPS and satellite radio. After measuring the side piece of the headliner, the adhesive is right here, so it's pretty safe to put one right here along this edge right here. So I just finished putting in all the Sound Assassin, finished both freedom tops and then the back, and they are pretty generous because I still have essentially 2 pieces and maybe 3 pieces if you add all those extra pieces together. At this point, it's time to start putting the headliner on. They do provide you this piece of particle board so that you can evenly put some pressure on it. I went ahead and marked with masking tape where the lines are going to be and where I need to push down on. So at this point, I can start removing the 3M adhesive double-sided tape, and then I can start pushing down on this part of the headliner. That one is on, I can move on to the next one. So I just put the tape on, and like I mentioned earlier, is where the satellite radio antenna is. So as you can see, I didn't put anything right here, and on this side, it's the same way. So for this one, we can do the same thing and start taking off the tape side. It's time to put on this little centerpiece right here. And I'm gonna go closer to the back since it doesn't fill it out all the way. Only because the front is gonna be covered by the roll bar. So I'm gonna be right at the edge right here. Next, I get to do the sides over here. And then for this one, it did say that you didn't have to sand it, just acetone was fine for the sides. So I didn't sand it at all, but I cleaned it pretty well. There you have it. I'm all set right now. So the only thing I need to do is just figure out how I'm gonna put this top back on my Jeep. I got the top back on. I just need to put the bolts on and then we should be all set. But overall, it looks pretty good. So the back bolts are on. So I just need to put on this bolt right here and the one on that side. So I just finished putting in the headliners. They look pretty freaking awesome. It does look a lot darker in here. So I just took a really quick test drive around the neighborhood, and so far it's like really quiet, which is pretty awesome. I can't wait to drive on the highway and then also drive it tomorrow in the heat on my way back from work to see if it feels a little bit cooler when I get in the car. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget that subscribe button.